Hello, my name is Helen Redfern, also known as A Bookish Baker, and I'd like to wish you a very happy new year. Today I am going to be talking all about what my writing goals and priorities are for 2019. In here I have been trying to work out over the last few days what my goals are, what I would like to achieve, what my projects will be, and I came up with a list, so I'll read it for you. First of all, I would like to be as creative as I can, obviously. I'd like to write lots. I would like to focus on me and my writing career, and I would like to be purposeful and productive. My main goal is to treat my writing and online creativity as a business. What is my overall dream? And I asked myself this in my book. I said, Helen, what is your dream? And I've put, well, my dream is to turn my online creativity into a rewarding business. One that pays the bills and sends me to my desk with a smile on my face. To do that, I then looked at what I was doing online and what was working and what wasn't working. So if I want to focus on making my online creativity more profitable, how was I going to do that? And the first way I knew I wasn't going to do it was by being really salesy and really sleazy and getting my audience to buy loads of things from me. That's not what I want to do. So what did I discover when I looked at all the projects that I did last year? If we start from January last year, I wrote and sold an e-course all about blogging creatively. I called that Sewing Stories, and I launched it as a 4-week course, and it was really successful and I was really pleased. And then a month or so later I launched it again, and then I decided that e-courses might not be the direction that I want to take. I don't really know what I did between March, April and the end of the summer. What I do know though is that I went on my summer holiday and I thought, what is it that I want to do? And it was then that the penny started to drop that I wanted to be more businesslike, and I wanted to increase my productivity. I wanted to get more of my writing out there. And I came back in September and I did 4 things, and these were a gradual kind of realization over the course of September. The first one was I started blogging 3 times a week, and this was when I still thought that I wanted to get myself a book deal, and I thought the best way to get myself a book deal was to write a lot. So that's what I did. I blogged on a Monday, a Wednesday and on a Friday / over the weekend. That was my schedule, and I pretty much kept to that until the second week of December, when I just couldn't do any more. I decided to vlog on IGTV my writing week, and getting behind the camera and editing videos has been a passion of mine ever since Instagram stories came along, really. And I started sewing together different clips from the day into a 15, 30 or 45 second daily story that I set to music, and a lot of it focused around the dog and the ducks and the chickens. What I wanted to do next was actually get in front of the camera and talk to the camera about how my writing week was going. So I did that on IGTV, and then I made the gradual change over to YouTube. Thirdly, I set up a book group on Instagram, and that is the A Bookish Baker book club. And we are very close actually to having 2,000 members of the book club, and we have a regular monthly pick, as well as sharing other cozy fireside reads. And then finally, the 4th thing that I did was to start a Patreon account. and my Patreon account, I wanted to be giving something back to the people that supported me, and I felt the best way to do this was to write a monthly essay on online creativity. And I've only written one essay so far, because as soon as I decided I was going to do it, I had all the doubts, all the fear and everything like that. So I've got all of that out the way, and I've done my first essay. That came out, I think it was at the end of November or the beginning of November. And so this year I am going to endeavour to do 12 essays. That's one essay a month, and it will be about 3,000 or 4,000 words, and hopefully by the end of that I will have 50,000 words to put towards a book that I can self-publish on Amazon. That's the idea. And as well as the essays in that book, I would like to put some more practical tips in there as well, all about online creativity. So that's a big project for the year, and that's something that I was going to talk about next, but obviously I've mentioned that now. And as well, on Patreon, as doing my essay, I've also set up other tiers where I can give online creative support. So I've been looking at all these projects that I started in September of last year, the Patreon, the book club, the blogging and the YouTubing, and I noticed that the majority of my time was spent on my blog, and I was writing 3 posts a week on there, and they were taking up a lot of time. But when I actually look at the financials of that, because as you know, my new goal is to create a business, a financially and creatively rewarding business in a non-salesy or sleazy way. I put in the majority of my effort during the week on my blog, but I don't have advertising on my blog, so I'm not actually gaining any monetary value from that other than through the affiliate links, and I've probably only put a few posts on there that have affiliate links on them. I've always thought I should put all of my focus on my blog because I am a writer. However, if I'm putting all of my creative energy into my blog, then I have less for my essay and less for my novel. So I'm going to take a little step back from the blog, not a massive one, but instead of doing 3 posts a week, I'm aiming to do 1 post a week. And then that will free up the rest of my time for things that will hopefully be more financially viable, but will not cost my audience anything. So that is where we come to YouTube. I started on IGTV and I was doing it in the portrait mode, and then I made that decision in the middle of the last quarter last year to turn over and go horizontal and to put all of my videos now on YouTube. And one of the drivers for that, there were 2 drivers for that actually. One was to gain a bigger audience and not have all my eggs in one Instagram basket, and the second one was because there is an opportunity to earn money through YouTube by having adverts on your videos, either at the beginning, during, or on the banner, all sorts of different ways, and it actually won't cost my audience anything unless of course they click through and then purchase whatever is being advertised. However, YouTube have changed the rules in the last year or so and have said that you have to have so many minutes watched per year or per month, as well as having over 1,000 subscribers. At the moment, I don't earn anything from my YouTube videos because I only have, I looked this morning, I have 497 subscribers, which I am absolutely delighted with, because when I first started this process, I only had 200, and so I gained 297 in Is that right? Yes, 297 since I started doing regular videos on YouTube in October. So as YouTube is potentially going to earn me money, and I love creating videos, I thought I should put a little bit more effort into my YouTube than I do my blog. This will also free me up in terms of writing for my essay and my novel, because as I've said previously, I'm not putting all my writing energy into my blog. Priority number one, YouTube. Priority number two, or equal to YouTube, is my Patreon account. I at the moment earn about $30 every time I write an essay. I have some fantastic support on there, and you can support me from as little as $1 per essay, not per month but per essay. So if I only write one essay in 2 months, it's $1. What I really want to do is to have a book by the end of this kind of Patreon experiment of essay writing. It's going to be all about online creativity, and it will also lead to me self-publishing it towards the end of this year or the beginning of next. Hopefully that will bring in an income too. So they're my two top priorities, my essay writing and my YouTube. Then on the next tier down, I have my blog, because on my blog I can also put affiliate links. Now this won't be every blog post that I write, because I don't write as a rule about brands. It only gives a few pennies if somebody purchases through that affiliate link. It doesn't cost the consumer anymore, but it does give me a few pence, and then that all adds up and contributes to my household income. Finally, my fourth one is my novel writing. I want to concentrate on that too, and if that ever gets sold, if I ever finish it and find an agent and then find a publisher, that will hopefully bring in an income too. So that is my goals for this year, broken down into 4 projects. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what your goals are for this year, what your projects that you're going to be focusing on for this year are, and also don't forget to subscribe. I'm aiming for 1,000 subscribers, remember?